Congratulations, you just got your license. How exciting, and what a great future you're going to have in front of you. I was in your shoes one time, many years ago, and I was both excited and very afraid. I was so scared. No regular paycheck coming in, didn't really know that much about real estate, but hopefully by now you've chosen a good brokerage firm that you're working with who will have all the tools and the systems that you're going to need to make sure that you're on the right track, that you're going to move forward to have the business that you want to have. That's the first part. If you haven't done that first, do your homework. Make sure you're going with a brokerage firm that is, again, going to give you all the tools and all the systems that you're going to need to help you be successful. But also remember, you're an independent contractor. If you're signing up with a good company and they have all the tools and the systems, they also probably have somewhere between 100 and 300 other agents that they are also taking care of and making sure they have all the right tools and the right systems. And that was the case for me. When I first got in this business, I did do my homework. I went with a big firm that had been around and had, you know, the respect from the community and had all the systems and the tools that I was going to need. That was key to getting started. But you got to think about this too. They are there, and you're an independent contractor. You're actually the CEO of your own company. You have the company and the firm that you're working with to support you, but you are your own CEO. And whether you're successful or not is totally up to you and the effort and energy that you put into your business to make sure that it grows in the direction that you want it to go. And very early on, I learned that that was not going to be enough. They had all the great tools. They had all the great systems. I was taking all the classes. I was learning everything I possibly could about real estate and all these different tools and how to use them. But individually, they're great. But how do you put that all together to make it work for you so that you have the business, again, that you want to have? So very early on, I realized that I needed a coach. And so I did my homework. Found a good coach for me because everybody is different. I found somebody who was going to work for me, and I wanted that one-on-one. I needed that one-on-one as a newer agent who really didn't know much about how to put this whole plan together. And I worked with him for several years. And when we first met, and of course he's in Arizona, I'm in Illinois, so our conversations and our sessions were all on the phone. And what he promised me was if I listened to him, if I did the things that he showed me and I stayed disciplined and focused, I would have the business that I wanted to have. And I wanted to be successful. I had come from corporate America and I had a really good income until they downsized and there went my job. And I thought, I don't ever want somebody to have that control over my life again. That's why one of the reasons I got into real estate, because I was going to be my own boss. And I love that aspect of it. And like I said, I was also very scared and very afraid. So we sat up and we sat together and over the phone, and we talked. What was my vision? What did I see for my business? And I told him that as quickly as possible, I wanted to be making money. I wanted to be in the top 10% in the southwest suburbs of Illinois, and I wanted to have some time for myself and my family. Those were three big goals. And he told me again, if I listened to him, if I did all the things that he did, and again, worked hard, because this is hard work, and I stayed focused, and I was accountable to him. I mean, every week we had a coaching session over the phone that I needed to be prepared for, and I made sure that I was, so that when we looked over the previous week, I could feel good about what I had succeeded in doing that week. So that's where we started. And I told him, you know, a good figure was, you know, I don't know what it meant to be in the top 10%, but I wanted somewhere around to be 20 million in volume. And so we set that in our long term. It wasn't a short term, because believe me, that first year, although I started in January, by the end of December of that first year, I only closed 3 deals. But in his mind and my mind, we both knew it doesn't happen overnight. You have to be prepared. You have to do the things. You have to find the contacts. You have to do everything it is to add people to your contact list so that when they are ready, if they're not ready right away, when they are ready, you'll be ready to take care of them. And knowing this, that's what we focused on. So again, every week we would meet and we would talk about what I did the previous week, and my successes, my failures, my challenges, everything that was going on, so that he could show me different ways that maybe I could have done something that would have gotten me that business quicker. If I lost a listing, how I could have changed things up to make sure that I got that listing the next time. And then the wins, when I first got that listing, it was, I didn't even want to wait till our first coaching sessions. I wanted to call him. I was so excited. And that was the other beauty of working with him, is I was able to just call him. He didn't always answer because he was probably on a coaching session with someone else. But when he finished that, he always got back to me. And we could share these moments, even if it wasn't my coaching session. I could share these exciting moments when I got that listing, or I wrote a contract for a buyer and got it accepted and moved my business forward. So go along, we're working. Like I said, the first year I only closed 3 deals, but the second year I was taking off, and I was doing everything that I needed to do, and I was starting to have that success. By the 3rd year, I had 17 million. The end of December, I did 17 million in volume. And you do the math, at 70% split, after the 2.5% commission, I had around $240,000. I was very excited, and I was very happy with what had happened. And I was in the top 10% of the southwest suburbs of Illinois. I couldn't ask for more. And I continued to work with him for several years, and always increasing my goals, always changing some things up, but always listening to everything that him and I were working at. And although the company I worked for had all these great tools, they could not have given me that one-on-one attention that I needed as a new agent, and then even as an experienced agent, to take me up to the next level that I wanted to go to. And that was the beauty of working with a coach. I paid a lot of money when I worked with him. It was worth every penny. I would do it today if I was a brand new agent. I would do it today if I was an experienced agent, to get me to that next level. And sometimes agents who feel that they already have the success needs a coach just to figure out what they could change up, how they could save money, because part of his coaching, he listened and looked at my finances. And like I said, in the beginning, you spend a lot of money and you're not making money. And so he would look at my expenses and figure out what we could change to make it better and take away the things that were not working for us, whether it was some marketing mailing pieces that I was doing that just weren't coming back with contacts, and weren't coming back with call to demand, so that I would get contact information from the people that I was sending it to, and just maybe changing up some other pieces that I was doing, or ways that I was trying to contact people, and then change them up so that it didn't cost me so much money. But if it did cost me money, I was making money from it. That's the key. So like I said, several more years, my production kept going up, and I was so happy with him and the experience I was having with him, that I discovered that's what I want to do. I want to be a coach. I want to do this for other agents so that they get the attention, and they get the results, and they get the success that I had with him. And it was awesome. So I became a coach, and it's been the best thing I've ever done. I've coached agents for almost 20 years now that I've been coaching, and I wouldn't change a thing. It's been so rewarding and so wonderful, because I can take the time to make sure that every one of my agents are doing the things that they need to do individually, because we're not all the same. I might have certain needs as an agent that someone else doesn't. And I like to do my business a certain way that another agent doesn't even think about. Nope. Some agents love cold calling. It wasn't for me. I like the warm calls. And he taught me how to do those warm calls, and to make sure that when I was making them and giving that time to do them, that I got the results that I wanted. And he taught me how to do open houses. Some agents don't like to do open houses. Every one of my open houses were successful at getting the information that I needed from the people coming through there. Whether or not they wrote an offer on the house that I was holding, I still got their contact information, and 90% of them wanted to work with me afterwards because I was so good at the open houses and so thorough, and they just, going above and beyond. They enjoyed watching what I was doing and how engaged I was with them and making it so personal that they did want to work with me. So that was another avenue. But there's lots of things that he taught me how to do and that we discussed together and figured out, how to tweak one little thing that I was doing, and it made a world of difference at the outcome. So that's what I get out of coaching. And I would love the opportunity to coach you, teach you all the things that I was taught by him, and move your business in the direction that you want it to go, so that you are as successful as you want to be. And for a lot of agents, it's different for every one of you. Some of you want to be that top producer in the area that you're from. Some of you just want to take your family on vacation every year and be able to to have that money to take your family away. And a lot of you are right in between. But whatever your mission is, whatever your vision is for your business, that's what I can help you do. So I hope you'll take the time to go to my website, lindafogartyrealestatecoach.com, or watch some of my videos on YouTube, and that you'll see something that you like, and you'll email me, call me, 708-275-2350, or send me information from my website so that I can respond to you, even if it's just a question. If there's any way I can help you move your business in the direction that you want it to go, that's going to make me happy. I hope you enjoyed this video today, and I hope to hear from you soon. Again, lindafogartyrealestatecoach.com or 708-275-2350, or email info@lindafogartyrealestatecoach.com. Have a wonderful day, and I hope to hear from you very soon. Thanks.